Shabbat Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Washim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of a well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy unto the sincere brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. Fifth time's the charm. I'm gonna try to redo this video. Phone was tripping yesterday, TikTok was tripping yesterday, couldn't record on my laptop. None of the buttons would work. Well, nothing that I needed to work. So, on Windows laptops, you can hit Control Alt R or something like that, and it'll record. None of that was working. So, the devil was at full play yesterday. He was really showing his tail. But I'm going to try this again. Forgive the brevity. I want to be brief, but hit every precept that I want to get according to the Spirit. So, as you know, Babylon the Great is circling the drain. And those who hope in vanity will surely reap their just rewards. But the elect will be hoping in the Lord. The elect will be hoping in Yahweh Yahushai, the only true, consistent, living power. The controller of all we see and don't see. Author and finisher of our faith. The one who kills and makes alive, who wounds and heals. It is I, the Lord, that do all these things. The only one in control. So, with that being said, let's let this roll.
We have been priced out of buying homes. We have been priced out of having kids. Our kids have been priced out of adulthood because most will never be able to leave the financial umbrella of their parents. We've been priced out of certain jobs. I literally can't work here or I'm losing money. We've been priced out of transportation, whether it's a luxury item or just the maintenance of keeping transportation. We've been priced out of education, how much you spend on a degree versus what you get back from it, not worth it. We have been priced out of our neighborhoods. And now we're being priced out of the holiday season.
Now, what does Jeremiah tell us? So I got these scriptures queued up and ready to go, just in case. But these are what we're going to get. But specifically speaking to Israelites. All right. We also need... we'll get it. We'll get it. Because things are coming to me now. It's not Jeremiah 1. It's Jeremiah 10, probably. There we go. Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe, and they deck it with silver and gold, and they fasten it with nails, and with hammers, and move that it move not. And we also understand that all of these different things that she's referring to under the umbrella of holiday spirit are all pagan in nature and have nothing to do with the God of the Bible, except for the fact that he destroyed our people for falling into that. And as you can see, let me let her speak this.
People literally stood in line for hours to have Thanksgiving dinner at Golden Corral because it was cheaper than buying food and cooking for your family.
Which through the spirit is funny that the masses or people all gathered together in a corral, right? And a corral is what you keep your livestock in. You can, it's a pen, basically a pen, and you keep your cows or your chickens or your pigs or whatever it have you. You keep them in a central location, generally to kind of get them fed all at once, or if you need to do something with your other animals and you don't need the ones that you're corralling to be in the way. And it's golden, which you're in a golden prison, I guess. And that's what encompasses this place, because you have certain dainties and things that other nations are, and rights or things that places you can go and things you can do that other nations may not have. you're in a golden prison, but these other nations are a little bit more freer. It's coming from somebody who's traveled a lot better. Some of these places don't even have to worry about what's in their food. You leave the country and lose weight, eat more and lose weight, but you come back here and, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Let's get one more. Revelation 6. We'll get that one real quick. So in the book of Revelation, chapter 6, it talks about the different seals being broken. And starting at the 4th verse, I believe, here went out another horse, it was red. Okay, so this is the famine and war, and we understand when you talk about a red horse, remember the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, Job 9:24. And then Isaac blessed Esau with the sword. By thy sword shalt thou live. That's Genesis 27, if I'm not mistaken. Can fact check or go look that up on your own. All right, so in there, for verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that he has done, and that they should go and kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so the third seal is going to be famine. We're going to skip down to verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. And when you go into that word penny, excuse me, you go into that word penny on your Blue Letter Bible, it'll tell you it's a denarion, and it goes into what a day's wage would be. So say you get $30 an hour here. If you want to equate it to this time, you get $30 an hour, and you work an 8-hour day. That's $240. So imagine paying $240 just to eat once. Yeah, buddy, we getting there.
All the reasons on why you were a productive, tax-paying, law.
Look at that. The dream. Marriage, children, babies, birthday, retirement, all that, buying a home. That was the dream. That was the wine. So when the Lord talks about, what was that? The nations are mad. Is that Jeremiah 50? I know it's in Jeremiah, because we need a couple of other things out of Jeremiah as well. And forgive me for pausing the video back and forth, but, I need to get the scriptures as they come to me. Jeremiah, let's go to 50. We do need 50 and 2. First, we'll get Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon has suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. Right, and that wine goes into the philosophies, the belief systems, right? How going into voting and going to college and getting some useless degree. Basically, every philosophy they put forth, you work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstrap, blah, 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 however you want to put it. All of those different philosophies that worked back then no longer work now, because the Lord is dismantling this place from the inside by way of the Edomite. And this devil has created so many different things. Like if you look into the Israel and HAMAS conflict, who created HAMAS? Everything that these bastards do, it comes back and bites them in the ass. Just like this. That's why this place is unfolding the way it is, because their wicked inventions have come back and bit them in the ass. Why? Because they wanted to build another way instead of the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord has set. But that's okay. It ain't for them. It's for Yahushua to return, and the 144 having those new bodies, restoring order into the earth and putting the law, statutes, and commandments back into the earth, back into the hearts of the people. They won't have the base. Let me rephrase that. We will be conducting ourselves as we were supposed to from the beginning, as kings and priests, teaching the heathen how to live properly, all right, according to the will of Yahweh. That's a better way to say it.
Buying citizen we've been priced out of. So if there is no reward for being a good person or doing the right thing, there are going to be more people that are not going to try. We think that the youth is giving up now and they're not thriving. If we continue on this path, they're not going to give a damn. So if you're looking at all these snatch and grabs and thinking, oh, grab my pearls.
Another wicked invention, all right? Some of these things are planned, or they'll have somebody go out and do it and then incite others and make it look like an organic thing.
Just wait until you've seen the results of removing books from schools. You think we're being priced out of Black Friday, but we're actually being priced out of civility, because those sales, those new trinkets, those new items, those wants, those upgrades were the things that people thrived for and held on to, on why they got up and went to work and did the things that they did.
Trusting and believing in this system and vanity of vanities. Jeremiah 50:2, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, but all is confounded. There's an idol. Merodach is broken in pieces. There's another idol. Her idols are confounded, and her images are broken into pieces. So folks have nothing left to hope and wish in. Is it grinding or grinders? Because I want grinding shall cease. There we go. Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And you're witnessing it in real time.
And if all of it's being taken away, you are now pricing us out of sanity and civility.
Problem, reaction, solution. And I found it funny that she says you're pricing people out of civility. Why? Because these elite look at the general populace, or gen pop, as goyim, or cattle, to be, you guessed it, chipped. So it's funny how all this plays together.
We are living in a society that is creating savages, because there's no reason to do right. And the only way I can get anything is if I take it. You're either going to eat or be eaten. And it's starting with this holiday season in 2023.
Oh, it started well before that. We're going to rewind back to 2019 and the whole COVID. Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, and all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets, and all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Oh boy. There was one more before 2nd Esdras 15 that I wanted to grab, but let's just go to 2nd Esdras. And if the Lord puts it on my spirit, I'll grab that last scripture to be the final one. If not, then this will be it. we'll read the highlighted portion. So that's 14 through 19. 2nd Ezra 15. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be a sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Thus saith the Lord, so it shall be done. It is being done. And you're watching it happen, just gradually increase over time. People are getting worse. And she mentioned, imagine taking the books from the shelves. So people have no inclination or have no idea what happened in history. So they just fall into the trap of being corralled into a pen and with a device in them, looking crazy, juiced up, double juiced with the boost, off, through as hell, just done. We already got what they started over Gen Alpha, so I guess they perfected the retarded ass GMO baby that they wanted to have in Gen Z, and now they restarted. And there's an epidemic of the Gen Alpha not even being able to read. They got kids in middle school that can't read. So you see where this is going. You know that there's that quote, I don't remember who it was, maybe it was a Rockefeller. But it says, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want roughly paraphrase, he want a nation of good workers. Give them a task. Don't teach them how to read. Don't teach them anything. Just teach them how to do the task. And they do that task until they die. And then even in death, these devils would profit off of the corpse if this place was allowed to continue. So with that being said, I pray that you are edified. You see where things are heading, which is why now more than ever we need Yahushua to return. For the Lord, for Yahweh to send his son to set things back in order. Because this devil, he's out of hand. He has executed his role perfectly as the wicked. Shalom.